All right, so this quiz, I'll write it on here for those, got a few absent today, so I'll write it on here so everybody knows when the quiz is. So the quiz is on February, well, what day is it? It's Tuesday.
February
18th, right? 17th is the day we have off, right? Let me just make sure. Yep, 18th. All right, so it's February 18th, 2025. All right, so that's when the quiz is. All right, so it's on Tuesday. Today is Friday, so you got a few days in between. So my suggestion is Monday night, watch this video again, okay? Look it over. Should be taking notes. That's a good thing to write stuff down. Okay, if you just sit there and listen, that's not enough. You got to sit, you got to pay attention, you got to see, you got to listen, and you got to actually do something. If you do all three of those things, that's going to help you retain the information. Some of you guys decided, well, it's good if I just sit and watch. That's not enough. All right, you got to listen and you got to do. All right, so that's what we're going to do here. All right, so the first two problems, I'm not giving you the exact same numbers, okay, but I will give you the style of problem. All right, so I'm going to give you a triangle, and I'm going to give you some sides of the triangle, and you're going to tell me, you're going to compare, well, not just compare, you're going to put them in order of either the smallest to the largest or the largest to the smallest, depending on what I ask. All right, so let's just call this ABC. This is one, well, it's basically number one. We'll do one a little bit different for number two, but it's the same idea. All right, so if I give you some sides, if I say that's 9, I say that's 18, and I say that's 11. Yeah, can we have those sides? Yeah, take the two smaller ones, 9 and 11 is what? 20? Is 20 bigger than the third side? Yes, it is. So we're good. So we can have a triangle with that. So what I'm going to ask you to do, list in order, okay, in order from the smallest angle, from the smallest angle to the what? The largest or the biggest, okay? I'll just say largest. All right, so how many answers are you going to have here? If you put in order from the smallest to the largest, how many? 3, okay? I don't put like blanks or anything on here, but you're going to go from the smallest to the biggest. So, which one is the smallest angle here?
The smallest angle is C.
Why?
Because it's across from the 9.
That's right, because 9's the smallest side, C is across from it, but we don't say across from it, we say opposite, okay? It's opposite. So, so angle C. It's an angle, so what symbol do I put in front of it? An angle symbol. Don't just put the letter C. Put the angle symbol. And then you can put these in, you can put commas in between. Donnell, you getting all this? You look a little too comfortable. You should be writing this down. And you're not. What's the next one? So 9 is the smallest one. What's the next one? 11, right? So you look opposite 11. Opposite 11 is what? Angle A. It's an angle, so what symbol do we put? Put an angle symbol. All right, and obviously there's only one more left, but let's just see if it works. The largest, 18 is the largest side, so angle B would be the largest angle. So that is how you would write your answer. Just like that. Okay, let's do another one. You got it. You're going to find the sides and they're going to give you the angles. All right. Actually, on this one, they don't give you a picture. So they say, we'll just use ABC again. They use different letters in the quiz, but I'm going to put ABC. And let's say they tell you that AB, this time they tell you they're still going to, actually on this one, they're still going to tell you the sides. They just don't give you the picture, okay? So you just have to draw a picture, all right? So AB is, I don't know, let's just make something up, 14, all right? And BC is, let's go 18. And then what's the other one? AC is let's say 32. So, no, can't do that. Let's say it's just 30. Again, I'm just making these numbers up. There we go. All right. So what I want you to do is order the angles in order from the smallest to the largest. Like, wait a minute, how am I going to do that? I don't even know what this triangle looks like. So what am I going to do? Draw a triangle. Yeah, okay. It doesn't matter how you draw the triangle. Just draw any triangle so that you can very easily see what's opposite what, okay? And again, it doesn't have to be to scale. Nobody cares. Why isn't that clicking off? Click off. There we go. All right. So what if I call this ABC? Again, it doesn't matter what your triangle looks like. And it doesn't matter that the A is down here. It doesn't matter. Just draw any triangle and label it ABC. So now let's put the numbers in. It says AB is 14. So here's my AB right there. Yours may be in a different spot, but that's okay. So AB is 14. BC is 18. And AC is 30. Now, this may not be drawn to scale, but it doesn't matter. It's just so we can visualize what's going on. That's the only reason I'm really drawing this thing, okay? Now we should be able to figure out from smallest to largest. That's what the question says. So the smallest is C, so angle C. If I can get this pen to work. Okay, so angle C, because it's opposite to 14. 18 is the next biggest side, so what's opposite that? Angle A. And then what's the biggest one? 30, what's opposite that? Angle B. Is that the same answers I gave on the other one? Yeah. But on the quiz, I gave you different letters, all right? It's not going to be A, B, C, but that's how you would do that problem right there, okay? It's just like we did before, except it's helpful to draw the triangle, okay? They give it to you like this. This is what they give you right there. They don't give you the picture. You have to draw the picture. Make sense? Sure. That's number 2. All right, 3 and 4, Zion, you kind of alluded to it a little bit. They're going to give you angles, and you got to figure out what the sides are in order. All right, so let me give you, yeah, 3 and 4 are like this. All right, so that and that. It could be any triangle. All right, and W, Y, and X right there. Okay, so let's say that's 50 degrees. Let's say that's 110 degrees. What's that, 160? So what does this have to be then? 20 degrees. Okay, so I want you to put, the question says, order the sides of the triangle, again, from the shortest to the longest side. Okay, the shortest side is opposite the what? The smallest angle. So which one's the smallest angle? 20 degrees. Okay, so which one's the shortest side then? WY. Now it's a line segment. Am I just going to write WY? No, I'm going to put a line segment over top of it. So make sure you do that. Don't use 3 letters. On the last test that we took, there was a question on there where it asked for the sides, and people were giving me 3 letters. You don't use 3 letters when I ask for the sides, okay, the lengths of the sides. You just use 2 letters for the length of a side. Make sure, because when you do that kind of stuff, it just tells me you have no idea what I'm asking. All right, so WY is a line segment. It's a length of a side. All right, so there's 2 letters. All right, so WY, actually not equals, that's the smallest, right? What's the medium one? Okay, yeah, it's the one that's opposite the 50. YX or XY, it doesn't matter what order you put them in as long as you have a Y and an X. All right, and then of course the last one would be the largest one. 110 is largest. What's opposite that? WX, right? So WX, and put the line segment over top of it. That's how you should write it right there. So that's your answer. I'm not going to do number 4 because time's running out. Number 4 is just like number 2. It's like this, except they don't draw the picture for you, okay? They tell you that angle W is whatever, angle Y is whatever, and angle X is whatever. Then what do you have to do? Draw a triangle that looks kind of like that, all right? And then you can see what sides are opposite and that kind of thing. All right, so that would be number 4. All right, number 5 and 6. I hope, anyway, I felt good about this when we were going over it. So All right, here's number 5 and 6. It says, state if the three numbers can be the measure of the sides of a triangle. Can you have a triangle with these three sides? Why not? Give me a reason.
6 and 10 equals 16.
That's right. So here's what we're going to do. You're going to show your work. You're going to go 6 plus 10 equals, actually, what should it be? In order for this to be a triangle, the two smaller ones should add up to be what? Bigger than this. Is 6 plus 10, 16? Is 16 bigger than 16? No, it's not. Okay? So if it's not, can you have a triangle with those sides? No. All right? And that's kind of what they're going to ask. Yeah, 5 and 6. Numbers 5 and 6. Okay? And then I'm just going to give you another one. All right? And just do the same thing. All right? So that's 5 and 6. Now, here's the one we just talked about. If you're watching this on YouTube and you weren't here on Friday, we went over this together in class. I'm going to show you how to do it right now. So this is numbers 7 and 8. This is the ones we just finished doing, okay? So I'm going to give you two sides, 5 and, 10. Let's do another number. Let's go 11, okay? So here's two sides of a triangle. What is the range? Here's the question. Find the range. You listening? Find the range of possible lengths for the third side of the triangle, given these two lengths right here. So these are two sides of a triangle. One side is 5, the other side is 11. What does the third side have to be between?
It has to be greater than 6 and less than 16.
Okay, how do we do the math?
5's on the middle.
So we go 11 what?
Plus 5. Oh, 11 minus.
Yeah, let's do the small one first. So we go 11 minus 5, which is 6, and then we go what? 11 plus 5, which is 16. Okay, so the third side has to be somewhere between 6 and 16, but how do we write the answer, though? I'm very particular about how you write this answer. Don't just write 6 and 16 and leave it like that. I will mark it wrong. Okay, how do you write it? X is in the middle, and put a less than here and a less than here. Put the smaller one here and the bigger one here. It's that easy. Super, super easy if you know what we're doing. Make sense? I give you two of those, 7 and 8. All right. And then we have one where we did yesterday. Remember we had one that looked like this. I think in this class we did this. Either this class or the second one. I can't remember exactly. Did we do this one? Okay. And now, yeah, they do give you the picture and they tell you some stuff about it. So let's say that this was 5. We'll call this A, B, C, and D. All right, so let's say that's 5. Let's say that's 5. Let's say this one is, let's see, A, B is 5, B, C is 5, A, D. Let's call that 8, and let's call this 7. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare. This is numbers 9 and 10, okay? This is just 9. So I want to compare angle CBD, and I'll put a blank right there. That's a blank, okay? Compare it to angle ABD. All right, so let's take a look. Let's do this different color. CBD, where's CBD? CBD, this one right here. I want to compare that one, and I'll just do the other one in a different color, to ABD. Where's that? This one right here. Let's compare these two. Compare the red one to the blue one. So where do we look? I look not at the angles. I look the side across. Very good. Okay, the opposite side. The opposite side. So look at the red one. It's opposite the 7, correct? That's the CBD. Okay, that's the red one right there. Actually, I should write that in red, shouldn't I? So watch. Hang on. Let's finish this up. So CBD is opposite 7, and then ABD is opposite 8. So compare CBD. What is CBD? Is it greater than or less than? No, CBD is what? CBD. The red one is less than the blue one. Why? Because it's opposite the smaller side. You got it? So the red one is opposite 7, the blue one's opposite 8. So the red one has to be smaller than the blue one. This one's the red one, this one's the blue one, so it's got to be smaller. That's your answer right there. You got 2 of those. You got 9 and 10. They're kind of the same picture and everything. All right, please be ready for the quiz on Tuesday.